The California legislature is responsible for an unprecedented change to electricity bills, but don't try to find the lawmaker responsible. The adjustments to the state's Public Utility Code and Assembly Bill 205 were made during state budget talks. A stroke of a pen, a legislative vote, and the governor's signature created a move toward income-based utility fees.
This was put in at the last minute. Nobody even knew it was happening. It was not debated on the floor of the Assembly, where it was supposedly passed. Of course, the governor signed it. We assume he knew what he was signing. And in particular, that it's a very small clause in a very long bill, which is mostly about other issues.
But that small adjustment could have a massive impact on California's residents. Section 739.9 of the Utility Code calls on regulators to implement a monthly income-based flat fee for electricity customers. That fee cannot be avoided. The law says people who earn more money should pay more than people who earn less. But it doesn't spell out the specifics, leaving that to state regulators. Regulators call the change a mandate, but Faruqi isn't sold.
They said the commission may consider or should consider. They didn't mandate it. It's worth rereading.
In fact, the legislative language says the commission may adopt income-based flat fees. It does not say the commission should. Nevertheless, the California Public Utilities Commission has already requested and received 9 proposals. They came from consumer groups, environmentalists, the solar industry, and utilities. San Diego Gas and Electric rolled out their plan this past spring.
This is really about taking our existing rates and really changing how electricity is priced for customers, again, to make it simpler, to make it more predictable, and to really create that savings for lower income customers.
SDG&E's unavoidable monthly fees range from $24 to $128, depending on income. The utility will also lower the per kilowatt cost of electricity, which the U.S. Energy Department says is currently the most expensive in the nation. It's roughly 47 cents.
Moving away from fossil fuels and more electricity in the homes and our vehicles, we really need to modernize the pricing structure to make sure that we can address affordability for the state while helping to meet the state's very, very aggressive climate goals.
Court filings show that SDG&E now suggests simplifying their plan. Customers who don't qualify for financial discounts would pay a roughly $73 a month fee. The utility would add the higher $128 a month fee for richer customers later. The California Public Utilities Commission has engaged an administrative law judge to sift through the proposals and adopt, revise, or blend them into a proposed decision.
This is a really significant policy debate.
Bernadette Del Chiaro represents the solar and storage industry. She wants an open and public process that involves the residents who are affected.
Energy is one of these issues that just affects people's pocketbooks in a way that kind of cuts through politics and any other kind of thing that's happening in our regions around politics and policy. And I think it's really important that the commission gain public trust on this one.
So far, it's looking like the sweeping changes will be made behind closed doors. The administrative law judge handling the case has already rejected requests for a public hearing and for additional evidence. That judge will issue a proposed decision in the spring, giving the public just over a month to comment before regulators vote on the plan ahead of a summer deadline. Erik Anderson, KPBS News.